What's up, guys? Today I want to show you my overall Pokemon Center haul from Worlds 2024. I've been waiting a few days to do this video because I had to send some stuff from Worlds using the FedEx kiosk there to my house because I didn't have enough room in my luggage. It arrived today, fortunately, safely, despite the box being absolutely destroyed. So shout out to FedEx for kicking my box in, apparently. But being annoyed with FedEx aside, let's start jumping into some of the things, well, all of the things that I got at the Pokemon Center from the 2024 Pokemon World Championships. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna start from this view. So it's gonna be kind of weird. I've never recorded a video completely, like, with a headshot before. To look at some of the bigger stuff, and then we will look at the smaller stuff, like the deck boxes and things from my overhead camera. We'll figure it out as we go. But one of the bigger things that I got was this awesome 2024 Honolulu sign. I'm a huge fan of this. I actually didn't see this the first time I went through, so shout out to Leonhardt for posting a picture on Twitter after we went to the Pokemon Center, and he had this in his picture, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I completely missed that sign. So when I went back a few hours after with my friends, I was able to pick up the sign, which I'm very happy that I did, because look at how adorable that is. So that's pretty sweet. Some of the other things I think I'll just show off right here are the playmats and stuff. So as a special note, it'd be way more exciting if I was like opening a lot of these things for the first time, but I had to unpackage a lot of the things to get them both in my luggage, in the FedEx box, etc. Plus I just wanted to look at the stuff when I got it to the hotel. So yeah, it's all pretty much open, but this is the secondary design for the World Championships, the 2024 Honolulu one with them eating the shaved ice, all of that stuff. Very cute. There's a lot of clothing based off of this art as well that we will get to in just a little bit because, of course, I bought it. And then this one was another secondary design that you probably saw in my walkthrough video if you happen to watch that. If not, you should check it out. I'll link it somewhere up there, wherever it pops up. But the playmat, I think, is my favorite piece from this collection, or from this set of art. It's so good. I absolutely adore this playmat. This one's probably going to be one of the ones that I start using the most, honestly. And lastly, as far as playmats go, we've got the regular Honolulu design, and I love this one so much. It's so good. Very, very good design with all of the arts of the Pokemon that are featured in this this Worlds. Was very, very cool. All right, so with playmats out of the way, now we've got, of course, the backpack. The backpack was one of my most desired items. These usually go really fast, and I use a backpack like a ton. So I'm going to make that note right now that I didn't get anything that I don't think I'm going to use or display or anything like that. Everything that I got, I specifically wanted. So the backpack was a huge item. And contrary to what popular belief is, because people are selling it, this is a pin that I got straight from the Pokemon Company at the event. So shout out to them. Also, shout out and thank you to the Pokemon Company International for the free access to the World Championships in 2024. I cannot thank them enough for that. This backpack was only $45. It is not $100 like it is on eBay right now, unfortunately, but it's a very good backpack. I'm very happy with this one. This will probably be my main backpack, at least for the time being. And the last thing from the bigger items that I got, that I was really excited about, and I was very nervous for it to show up, and apparently rightfully so, because FedEx, was the ukulele. I passed up on the skateboard because it's $250 for it, which I probably had the budget for, but then getting it shipped home and just having to worry about all that, I wasn't about to embark on that journey. But for 60 bucks, they had this ukulele, which you can kind of see. Somehow the box, it took some damage inside of the bigger FedEx box, and I was so scared to open this thing up, I'm not gonna lie. But luckily, we opened it up, and the uke is fine. So this is it. This is the World's exclusive Pokemon ukulele. It is so, so cool. An item that I'm really excited about, especially because the acoustic hole is just in the shape of Pikachu's head, which I think is a really nice touch. We've got the World Championship stamp up on the fret, or the neck of it, or the head. I know instruments. But yeah, very excited about this. I was super nervous when I saw the FedEx box that this just got absolutely obliterated, and I would have been very sad. And somebody would have been hearing about it. But it made it safe. I'm going to try to put some different strings on this, and maybe we'll get some sort of ukulele song out of me at some point. Moving on to hats, we've got the world's bucket hat. Very, very nice. It's got the same kind of design with all of the featured Pokemon on there, but also it is actually reversible. This side's a little bit more basic, a little cleaner, I guess, but I'm a big fan of this side. I think this side is pretty cool. Yeah. Then we've got the Oricorio and Pikachu trucker hat. This is probably one of my favorite ones from the store. We've got a big Worlds patch on there. Very cool. I think I'm the most excited about this hat out of the hats that I got. Then we've got the Shaved Ice Pikachu hat, which is very cute. It's a little deformed because of my smashed in FedEx box. Again, thanks FedEx for destroying the box that I paid a lot of money to send to myself. That was a good one. But like I said, everything arrived safe, so I can't complain too much, but it's still a bummer for things like that to happen. So love this hat. Very simple, very cool, very summer vibes. I could dig it. And lastly, we've got the regular Pikachu Worlds hat. Definitely had to have this one. This one I knew going into the Pokemon Center that I really wanted. Then they had another hat that had just the Azumarill on it. I liked it, but I didn't need it. I knew that one probably wouldn't get worn as much as the other ones that I was grabbing, so I decided to pass on that one. This next thing is the Comfy plush, which is so awesome. And I'm going to cherish this plushie forever because, first off, it's really cool. Like, what an incredible plushie. And yes, you can take the little flower out of its hand and you can untie it and all that stuff. That's how I had it on my backpack throughout the weekend and all that. But I actually didn't know that this plushie existed until after I went through the Pokemon Center the first time, and I saw a kid with it around their neck, and I was like, wow, that was a really good plushie. So I asked them if they had indeed gotten it in the Pokemon Center, and they did. So I panic sent a message in our little creator Discord, and shout out to Peachy Ann and Fawn and Games for actually going and picking. They hadn't even met me yet until later that night, but they went into the Pokemon Center for the reservation and they picked this up for me, and I cannot thank them enough. Thank you so much. It literally means the world, because this is now like one of my favorite plushies of all time. I absolutely adore it. All right, now we're going to move into the clothing items that I got. The first thing is not really clothing, but I got the Honolulu beach towel, which it's got the Pikachu on it. Let me unfold this. Ooh, there we go. Very cool. Yes, of course, I didn't pick up the beach towel until after we had already gone to the beach, so that was good timing. Then we got this awesome, very wrinkly tank top. Sorry about that. I had already worn this, and it got shoved into my duffel bag, and I was waiting to wash all my World's clothes until the rest of it arrived today in my FedEx box, so we're making it work. But this is a very cool tank top that I'm a big fan of. Again, it's got that same kind of the original World's design of all the Pokemon that were featured in the art. Very cool, and I will be getting a lot of use out of this one. The second and final tank top that I got is definitely this Munchlax. Had to have this one. It is so good. I walked by, I didn't know this one was going to be there, but I walked by it and immediately had to have it. Moving into t-shirts, we got the regular art design of just the white t-shirt. Got a little Worlds logo on the sleeve there. Yeah, just the plain design. Definitely had to have that one. Then one of my favorite items, the Worlds jersey. Now this is an item that I knew that I was going to want right away. I love the Worlds jerseys that they do. And these are an item that, unfortunately, after the event, they usually sell for like in the $100 to $175 range for whatever reason. If you're a scalper, you're the worst. But this one is very cool. And I really wanted to make it a point to get a jersey at my first ever World Championships that I was attending in person. So this one is very special to me. It's very nice. This is like an ironed on patch. This one's all stitched and embroidered in. It's very, very nice. So I'm extremely excited about this. The only downside to this, luckily not the one that I got, is this ran very small. This is an extra large, and I usually wear a large, and it's kind of slim. So it's not a me problem. It's the jersey's problem, okay? But no, these did run really small. So hopefully everybody that got one that isn't selling it ended up getting one in the right size. Moving into the Squirtle t-shirt. Had to have this one. I like black t-shirts. Just, I don't know. They don't show sweat when it's hot out, all that good stuff. So black is just always safe. We've got the Pokemon World Championships 2024 logo on the sleeve. But yeah, this one's just our boy Squirtle, just floating around. Love it. And there were a lot of t-shirts that I actually decided not to pick up just because by the time I got to the t-shirts, I was already, like 2 bags in, and I picked the ones that I really, really wanted, and I didn't get one of every single t-shirt. But moving into sweatshirts, we've got the Riolu hoodie. Love this one. It says Honolulu on the sleeve. Very cool. And we've got a nice stitched on patch for the World Championships, but this one's definitely a fan favorite. Obviously, look at that cute Riolu. Very cool. This one's probably my favorite hoodie. I actually didn't see it until I walked through the second time. But we've got the hula dance. Is he hula dancing? Yeah, I think so. Hula dancing Pikachu. But then it's got Alolan Raichu, Pikachu, Oricorio in there. And then on the back, we've got the Alolan Executor with the Alolan Raichu. Everybody just kind of chilling there. Very cool. Very, very Hawaiian vibes. I really like it, and I really like this material. It's kind of like a jersey material. This hoodie was definitely worth it. Lastly, for the hoodies, we've got the Munchlax and Pikachu chilling on the beach, eating the pineapples, and shaved ice. Very good. This one's an absolute vibe, and I adore it. So as I went to do some laundry, I realized that I missed a couple shirts that I got. Granted, they were rolled up in a ball in the laundry, ready to be washed, so they're very wrinkly, but I just kind of want to show them off anyway. This one is probably one of my favorite shirts. It matches some of the other stuff that I got that you'll see in this video, but the back is so cool. It's, like I said, these are going to be very wrinkly. They were ready to be washed, but this graphic is so sick. We have the Alolan Executor with the Alolan Raichu surfing around back there, Pikachu with Oricorio standing on that island. Such a beautiful piece. I really, really love this shirt. Then we've got a few simple ones. We've got the cool Pikachu eating his shaved ice. An absolute vibe. Love it. We've got Pikachu and Munchlax chilling. Also, again, an absolute vibe. And finally, the regular Pikachu Worlds Honolulu shirt. It's got the World Championship emblem on the sleeve there. This is just a very clean shirt, and I'm a really big fan of it. Then the last pieces of clothing, I had to get some stuff for our little guy, Henry. They had some really cute stuff. I was a little worried, because he's pretty big, pretty tall for his age. I was worried that the kid's extra large, or extra small, I mean, was going to be a little too small. But no, it actually all fits absolutely perfectly. You got the World's stamp on the shoulder there, but this was so cute, and I'm so excited. He was so happy for these clothes. And then we got him this adorable shirt, which I'm actually really jealous of. I want this in a t-shirt so bad. So I think that's just the struggle that I'm ready to face, is that kids always get the cool clothes. By the way, guys, this is the first time I've ever done this, but if you've made it this far into the video, I would really appreciate it if you go down there and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you like all things Pokemon. The support really means a ton, and it helps the channel's growth and helps get the video's views more than I can explain. Thank you so much for the support. And one other thing before we jump into all the other small stuff, I didn't realize just how well the ukulele was going to fit up here on the desk, because it is quite small. I wanted to just kind of get a closer look at it for you, just so you can see, you know, the World's logo up on the top there. And this thing does have, at a close look, it's got some quality issues on it, but it was $60. If you know anything about instruments and their price, for an actual ukulele, like an effective one that does play, the strings are bad, but $60 is not bad, especially for it being like a Worlds exclusive item. Was very cool, and I'm definitely happy to pay $60 for this. Okay, so then a couple more things. I think this is gonna be more of my merch haul altogether from Worlds and not just the Pokemon Center, because a lot of this stuff is just really cool and I want to share it. We got these little booklets. This one you'd pick up at the kiosk over in the Trainer Village, and this one is the one that we got with our badge pickup, where if you went and did a scavenger hunt over here, first of all, it was really cool. It had like the schedule of all the events going on, and then just kind of a map of the whole area, your legend, times for badge pickups, things like that. But if you went around to where all these Pokeballs are, there would be a little stamp kiosk, and if you collected all of these stamps and then verified it with someone, it says it on here where you need to go for that. But if you verified it with someone, then you got this really cool Honolulu exclusive. It's like a bumper sticker. I don't know what I'm going to put it on yet, but it's just, I don't know. I like stickers, and this one was just so cool, and it's really big. So I was very excited about that one. And then on the other side, but this one was kind of its own separate one that you'd get at the kiosk. This one unfolds into a whole poster, which I might try to get framed, as lame as that is. It's just a really cool art. But then if you got this one done, which I did have that other one done, is right over there. I didn't complete these though. I followed my buddy Brandon around and recorded his journey of completing them. It was just too much to try to do all of the things at once. But he got a different sticker for completing this one. So there was 2 different sets of world stamps to collect, and 2 little kind of prizes that you could get for doing them. It was very cool. The next thing I actually learned about as I was over finishing up that stamp booklet thing. We were over by the Pokemon Go tables, and somebody had noticed that I was kind of, completing some tasks, and they're like, hey, if you sign up for this side event, you can get all of these items. It's $10. And if you show them that you completed the research to obtain this right here, this shirt in Pokemon Go, there was a bunch of like scavenger hunt tasks at Worlds that if you completed them, you could earn this shirt in Pokemon Go. So basically, if you did all of those for this side event, you could get all of this stuff, including this bracelet that I'm wearing right here. So that was really cool. I had already completed the tasks. I did it like the day before, actually. And so I basically signed up for the side event and then got the little ticket thing from them. And then I just showed them, I'm like, I already have the shirt. And they're like, oh, okay. So which team do you want? And I'm Instinct personally, but yeah, then we got all of the stickers for each of the teams. Then we got the pop socket for the team that you chose, as well as this really nice water bottle that I'm actually like, this alone I would have paid the $10 for. This is honestly such a cool water bottle. And there's a Worlds one that's kind of like this that I'll show you in a second that I got. But the fact that it's got like the engraved Play Pokemon logo on there is just so sick. I'm very excited about this water bottle for some reason, and I'm gonna cherish it for a really long time. But then there's also this Team Instinct bracelet that I got in there too. So that was just a cool little kind of side quest thing that we stumbled into and got some more merch. All right, so since we were just kind of on the topic of drinkware, there was this beautiful, beautiful water bottle in the Pokemon Center. You probably saw me grab it in that video. Again, if you haven't checked out that video and you want to see the shopping struggle that I went through trying to record and shop at the same time, definitely go check it out. But this is really cool. It's a very nice water bottle. It's obviously got a screw top on it. I'm very excited for this. Both of these metal water bottles were in the FedEx box that luckily survived somehow. And we're very excited that they made it. Then we've got the World's coffee mug. I love coffee. I am obsessed with collecting Pokemon coffee mugs for some reason. The one thing I have seen about this, though, and I can kind of tell right here, you can see the image overlap right there is actually kind of bad. Right there, it's like about to come off. A lot of people, like one person I saw on Twitter, had washed this by hand one time in the sink, and the graphic just like completely peeled off. So I am not going to use this one. I'll give it to Pokemon, though. This is like the one product that I saw people complain about the quality of. Everything else seems to be fine. but I will not use this because I want to keep it this way, and it just looks really nice. So we'll go ahead and display this one somewhere. I don't know where, but we will not use it because we don't want the graphic to peel off of it. Other cool stuff not from the Pokemon Center I picked up, we ended up going to the Pokemon Play Lab, which is a really cool opportunity for you to be able to go and learn Pokemon Unite, the video game, and the TCG, I think are the ones that they're featuring now, and I'm pretty sure Unite is new to that. And it might actually just be TCG and video game, so I don't remember that 100%, but it's very cool, very, like, extremely beginner-friendly, very kid-friendly, and you get to go and learn how to play the game. It's very fun. Even if you know how to play the game, I 1000% recommend going to the Play Lab. The people that are there working and staffing it are having the best time. They're in such a great mood, good spirits, just a great bunch of people to be around. And it's just honestly a lot of fun. We had a really, really good time, a really good wholesome time at the Play Lab. So, and it's also really cool. They teach you these decks. They're very simple. I think there are 30 card decks, but it's literally these decks right here. They give you both of the demo decks in one box. So yeah, it's two 30 card decks, and you can technically just take the two decks and mash them together and make a 60 card deck. I just think it's really cool that they give you the demo decks that you got to use at the Play Lab, and I don't know if this is something that I'm gonna. This is the first time I've ever gone to the Play Lab, which is really pathetic. I wish I would have done it more. But I might keep this sealed just as like a little memoir of the first time that I went to the Play Lab with a bunch of really good friends. But one of the reasons why a lot of people go to the Play Lab is they have these exclusive pins that, unfortunately, again, this is a part that I'm not standing behind. I'm not a huge fan of, but like, people will go get these and then they sell them for like, I've seen some of the Play Lab pins go for literally like $100, and I think that's insane. But I love Snorlax. I also really love Pokemon pins, and I just love collecting Pokemon stuff, so I had to have this. It's got a little sparkle on the cards. Very cool. But these are exclusive to the only place you can get them is by going to a Play Lab. And I think some of the Pokemon you can get on these pins are like location specific to which Play Lab they were. But it's just a really cool piece to have, and I'm very happy to have gone to obtain it. One more small thing before we get into the rest of the actual merch. When you'd make purchases for the first few days at the Pokemon Center, they would gift this little beach ball, which I do have blown up right here. This one I'm keeping for myself, and then this one's actually my son's that's already blown up. I gave it to him, and he loves it. But this is what it looks like. This one's a little oblong, but it's very cool. I love these little freebie things that they give for stuff like that. I think it's really cool. And then I think the second day they ended up giving away this coin, which I ended up redeeming a code for, which I'll put down at the bottom of the screen right now. I don't know how long it's good for, so take that with a grain of salt. But on the Pokemon Center, if you ordered over $50, you could put this code in and get this same coin. But they were giving this away at the World Championships. It's very nice, very, very heavy duty. It's got some engraving on it there. This was a very impressive thing for them to give away, I think, for free. All right, so with the rest of this stuff, moving on to some like stationary-ish kind of things. We got this little pencil case, which I thought was really cool. And then I saw in Steve from Pokemon Cast, I saw in his video he was saying he could use it to put like cables in or something, and I actually think that's a really good idea for traveling or something. Put all like your phone chargers, all of that stuff, especially if you're a content creator. Could be very handy. But it's just, I think it was like $3, and I saw it and I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get that. So that was really cool. In addition to that, they had a dual pen set. This came in a lot cooler boxing, but I took it out just to pack lighter. Very nice pens there. I think it feels metal. But it's very nice, very sturdy pens for whatever that's worth. I know people sometimes go crazy about the quality of pens. And these ones, they're up there. I haven't written with them yet, though, so I haven't given them, like, the actual test. But as far as, like, feeling, they feel very good. Very sturdy pens. Moving on to some smaller items, we got a couple keychains. This still has, like, the protective film on it, so that's why it looks a little dull. We've got the Pikachu and Munchlax chilling there for the Honolulu one. And then there was this one as well, which also still has the plastic protective film on it that I haven't taken off yet, so that's why it looks a little dull. Here, I'll take this one off just so you can see how nice it actually looks. There, that's much better. Yeah, these were really cool. Definitely got these. These are also in cool packaging, but like I took them off to put them on my backpack. Traveling lighter and traveling smarter was the game plan. Then we got a Pikachu magnet. Very cool. These are really cool to just like slap on your fridge, what have you, if you're in an office cubicle or something. Very cool. I am obsessed with this snorkeling Pikachu design in general, so basically everything that I saw with it I grabbed, but I do really like these magnets anyway. And then in addition to that, they had an ornament, which I thought was very, very cool. I go crazy about, you know, decorating the Christmas tree and stuff. I even put a little one right over here when the holiday season comes around, and I've got a bunch of Pokemon ornaments. So I could see this one definitely going on my little content creation tree over there, if you will. Similar to those, we've got a coaster, which I'm assuming is this design. I actually have not opened this up yet. So let's take a look at this for the first time. That's nice. That's a nice touch. That's something that it is not like necessary. They definitely didn't have to put that there, but I think it's really cool that they did. Ooh, this one's very nice. I like this. I like these ceramic coasters a lot. I use them quite a bit. And this one will definitely see itself being in my coaster rotation. Okay, and then for pins, we got the Pikachu and the Marill. Or the Azumarill. I always get those ones mixed up. It's Azumarill, I know that. But I feel really bad here. For some reason, initially, I was so overwhelmed with going into the Pokemon Center that I saw the Squirtle one. I thought it was super cute, and I just didn't pick it up. And now I regret that. I think that was the only other one. I think those are the 3 pins that they had. But I saw these 2, I grabbed them, and for no reason at all, I just passed up the Squirtle one, and now I want it.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into.
So that was my bad, but this is the Pikachu, very, very cute, and the Azumarill. The pins this year were really, really good. This next one, despite FedEx doing this to the box, which I've said it enough, guys. I'm so angry at this is how a package gets treated. I don't understand how this works. This is no accident. This is inexcusable. Somehow, I was so worried taking this box out of the bigger box because I knew that it was just destroyed. It wasn't. Somehow, little Pikachu prevailed. And I'm so glad because the figures are one of my favorite things, and I wanted one so bad. I'm so glad that this somehow, nothing got ruined on it. It's still absolutely perfect. I would have been devastated if this guy would have gotten broken, but this was the single Worlds exclusive figure that they had this year. And I'm very glad to have it, and have it in one piece after the box looks like that. Okay, so moving on, as you all know, I am a Pokemon TCG player, so one of the appealing things for me are the deck boxes. I did end up getting one of each deck box that they had at the World Championships, and I'm very, very excited about this because these are just really nice deck boxes. They've got the Velcro lid on them. There's some card dividers in there and stuff. These are just very nice to have, whether you collect them to keep them sealed for a sealed collection or to use. Yeah, I picked up a couple for my friends, and I got one of each one for myself. So this is this design. Then we've got the regular Worlds design, the Pikachu. This one is absolutely stunning to me. I saw a lot of people complain about this Worlds design, or they just like weren't super happy with it. I adore it. I think it's incredible. The color scheme is so good. Got Octillery there just chilling, which is really cool. This is probably going to be one of my favorite deck boxes. I use a lot of really good deck boxes from like smaller companies and stuff that are very supportive and all of that for like tournaments and stuff, but just to keep decks in to kind of like throw into the bag and things. I really like these Velcro Pokemon boxes, and I think this one is going to be one of my favorites of that variety. Lastly, for single deck boxes, we've got the Pikachu, the Machamp, and the Snorlax just hanging out, having a good time. in Honolulu. This is such a vibe, and it's one of the things that I'm most bummed about. I actually did not go get shaved ice in Hawaii, and I'm very disappointed in myself for not doing that because I heard it was absolutely incredible. But either way, this deck box is a vibe, and I love it. Going into double deck boxes, we've got kind of the same things, but double deck box. This right here is the image that I showed you of that sign earlier. So that's very cool. These will get opened at a later date, and I will use them. Then we've got the Aloha one that directly matches both the deck box and the play mat. So this one's very cool. I'm super, super excited about this one. I love the double deck boxes. I think these are great as well. And we've got the regular Worlds Design one, which again, I adore this, and I think it looks great. This is one thing, I only picked up one of these. I wish I would have picked up, like, at least one more, because I would really like to keep this just nice and sealed. Just kind of for my personal, like, Worlds memoir collection, I guess, if you will. And then to actually use one, but it's okay. Yeah, I'm fine with only having picked up one because I know these sold out quick, and other people needed a shot at getting these as well. And then a few more TCG items. We obviously had to get the sleeves. I don't really use these at all. This is something that I just get, like, a couple of my buddies were at Worlds last year in Yokohama, and ended up picking up some sleeves for me there, and I just kind of collect them like this now. I keep them sealed. I just think they're cool, and I guess that's that. The other TCG thing that I got a couple of these, like literally 2, because they were like $3 for these dice cases. I use these a lot, so I thought this was really cool. And to just have merch that I'm going to use from like the World Championships that I actually went to, it just kind of like has a very special place in my heart. So very cool to have these. The next 2 things are the 2 coin and damage counter sets, which I haven't opened yet, and I am going to open, and we're going to do it right here together and check these out, because I know that these products are very cool. I struggled with that plastic way more than I would like to admit that I struggled with it, but that seems to be something that happens a lot. So anyway, here we go, opening this up. They always come in these really nice boxes. Oh man, FedEx. That's very disheartening, and you get my live reaction there. I'm very frustrated. I keep finding out that more and more of my boxes are just smashed in from FedEx. No, I did not buy it like this. I looked at all my stuff. That is so frustrating. But luckily, it doesn't do anything to the inside of this. Just brush it off. Opening up the box. Absolutely stunning. So these damage counters are like cool, but I do have to give my shout out to TC Evolutions. I think they make the best damage counters in the game. These Pokemon ones are cool, but personally I think they're too small and I'd need to get too many of them. I think I just like the TC Evolutions ones better. I'm sorry, but the Pokemons are cool. I think it's cool to keep them kind of for this like little commemorative box. But the part that I'm actually the most excited about, which this might be lame to some people, is just the coin. Look at how gorgeous this coin is. It looks so good. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. I absolutely love that. No, part of me wants to keep all of this together as like a box set, but I'm definitely going to be displaying that coin. That coin is insane. And then these are really cool. This is the first time they've done something like these for the burn or poison markers. It is just acrylic, which is totally fine, but like they're transparent, which is really cool. So there's the burn one, there's the poison one. You can see, you can put them over the white mat. That would probably help a little bit. Yeah, so you got the purple and the red. That is very cool. But this coin is absolutely gorgeous. I think that's the most detail I've seen on one of these metal coins before. So that's really, really cool. We're going to get into the other one here. Okay, so I just took the plastic off of this one. Looking at it, it's crunched in, which is still a bummer. I mean, I wasn't going to ever keep these sealed or anything, but like, if I was, I would be calling somebody up. I'm still about to call somebody up. This is absolutely ridiculous. Sorry for my tangents about FedEx destroying my package, but Anyway, here we go into this one. Ooh, the beautiful art. I wish there was a good way to kind of display these, and maybe there is. You can kind of just like set it up on a stand or of some sort, because they put the art in here and it just looks so good. But here's the Munchlax coin that also looks very nice. Very good. Clear coat of sorts kind of on there. Makes it look really nice. Oh, that one is very nice. Holy moly. These are really cool. I really, really like the attention to detail on these because a lot of people do collect coins, and just having these from such a special event is just something really cool to hold on to. But we got these same special condition markers and the damage counters right there, which is very cool. So there's that dice set. So we're moving on to the last few items. Here we've got the lanyard. I could probably zoom out for that. So they always have these cool lanyards for like NAIC and the World Championships and stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna like physically use this. I like to kind of hang them up around. Like you can see my media pass is back there. I like to hang up the lanyards. I've got my NAIC lanyards hung up on the wall behind me here. But these pins are really cool. I actually really like the fact that they included like a Worlds logo pin. That's really, so I might open it just to take that and that out and use those somewhere. And then I'll obviously use the lanyard for something, but it just was a really cool piece. I wanted to get as many exclusive things as I could. One-ofs, of course, to commemorate my first Worlds, and this was a cool one to grab. Moving on to the part that everybody's probably the most excited about. I mean, I was very, very excited about it. We've got the exclusive plushies. Here is the Azumarill. Very cute. Now, these ones, as you've seen in probably my video, probably a lot of other people's videos, the World's exclusive plushies, they ran $25, which is, like you can see from my hands, they're not that big. They're not that big at all. $25 seems like kind of a lot. Like that almost seems like scalper price. If I'm being completely brutally honest. I mean, I have my opinions. Like I love Pokemon, but I'm gonna have my opinions, and that one was that I could even see them being like $20, $15 to $20, but $25. I put all three in, and I'm like, wow, that's already $75 deep at the Pokemon Center for 3 little plushies. But again, if you factor in exclusivity, I guess that's probably the big thing there. You could only get these at the World Championships. So I'll take that ball and run with it in that sense, and just say chalk it up as the exclusive part. Then we've got a fan favorite, the snorkeling and the camera holding Riolu, which is so absolutely adorable. This is the one that I had most people request for me to pick up for them. And even then, just so people know that I'm a very honest shopper for the Pokemon stuff, I grabbed 2. I grabbed 2 extra ones for my friends, and that was after my my creator access to the Pokemon Center. So I feel like I was still very reasonable with my purchases. But this one, it's very cool. Everything is like actual, like kind of plastic rubbery material. Very, very, very nice. And it was really cool that this Riolu was the one that was on our media badges, kind of, you know, with the camera. You know, it makes sense. But it's really cool, the little Pokeball kind of lens look there. This one was very good. But my favorite one, and the one that I saw people didn't really like that much, or they weren't a fan of it that much at all, I adore this Pikachu. This Pikachu is so stinking cute, and I absolutely love it. This one is so cool. I only picked up 1 extra one of these, and it's for my son. Otherwise, I got this one, and I will cherish it forever. It's got the little zipper, which is so cute. I was so stoked about this plushie. I absolutely love this one, and I am so happy about it. Last few items we were walking through, there was a whole wall of sitting cuties, but at that point I already had 3 bags full of stuff, and I couldn't get myself to actually like pay attention and focus on the sitting cuties wall. But I saw the Lugia, and I blanked for a second. You can see right there. I was like, oh, I totally don't have the Lugia sitting cutie. Yep, it's right there. But then we've got this really awesome bucket set. It's got a bunch of, I'm not going to open it yet because this is for my son, and I'm going to wait till he gets home today for me to give it to him and open it up. But it's a little sand bucket, shovel, and there's 4 molds. It's really funny. Steve from Pokemon Cast, shout out to him. He had a funny little Instagram reel of him like playing with these on the beach, and the sand like wouldn't cooperate, and it was really funny. But this was just a really cool, unique piece. I almost wanted to get one for myself for no reason at all. But I saw it and I instantly had to get it for my son. He's gonna love this, and I can't wait to open it up. The last thing I have here, guys, is very, very special to me, and I actually almost just got kind of choked up thinking about it and wanting to talk about it. I saw this picture frame, and it's super awesome. First of all, for $20, this picture frame is insane. Like, absolutely bonkers. Target, you got nothing on this picture frame. But just the picture that we decided to put inside of it, and several other creators did, it means the world to me. Yeah, it's hard to not get like a little bit choked up, because this World Championships meant a lot to me. I've been working pretty hard on the Pokemon content stuff lately, and I've been a Pokemon fan literally my entire life. Well, that's not entirely true. I was like 8. I was 8 when Pokemon came around to the States, and I've been so engulfed in the franchise ever since that day. And I owe so much to Pokemon and the Pokemon Company International now. Thank you so much for acknowledging me and the hard work that I've been doing with all of the content that we've been making over here. And I'm not going anywhere. This is something that I want to pursue and keep pursuing for a very, very long time. This is a dream come true, and to be in a picture with some absolute legends, which, by the way, just so you know, it's real. I'm right there. That's me. That's me standing up on my tippy toes. But to be in this picture with some of the best creators in the world is so humbling, and I didn't anticipate having the emotional reaction that I am right now to this, but this is very special, and it'll hold a place in my heart for a long time to come. I'm obviously going to do this probably at every Worlds that I have the opportunity to go to, but this one right here will always mean so much to me. But I can't end it with that. Thank you guys. Wow. So I am a human and I do have emotions, and I'm not sorry for that. But thank you guys so much for hanging around, for believing in me, and just for giving me the time of day. I love Pokemon with my whole heart, and I just want to share that with people, and I'm so very blessed and fortunate to have you all along for the journey, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. Guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I wanted to show you guys my entire haul from Pokemon Worlds 2024. Like I said at the end of the video there, I really appreciate you guys so much. This last just over a year has been so incredibly rewarding, and I've already been on so many adventures that will forever hold a place in my heart, and I have you guys to thank for that. So thank you so much for all of the continued support. We've got so much more left to do on this journey. But with that being said, guys, if you liked this video, please give it a like down below, leave a comment letting me know what your favorite item was from my haul, and subscribe to the channel. Stay a while. We're not going anywhere. We've got a lot of stuff to do yet. But until the next one, guys, keep being awesome as always, and we'll see you then. Peace.